Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, and we're back for the early predictions and bet and breakdown for UFC 283. It's going down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We got 2 title fights, and we got 17 Brazilian fighters both on this card. But first, let's kick it off with a little recap from UFC Vegas 67. First off, Loaf, you're crushing it right now. You have 5 locks in a row. Let's pull that up right now. You had Javid Bastrat. He had a unanimous decision win, just like I said. He dominated that one. My lock of the week, we have Dan Iggy. He got that knockout. I had a single bet on that one. So we're up big units on UFC Vegas 67. Loaf, your dog of the week, what about that one?
Yeah, Kopylov came through with that brutal rib kick. I mean, I'm pretty sure his ribs were broken by the sound of that kick. That was insane. Yeah, Roman he used that jab to his advantage, and Punahele started swinging himself out, and he ended up tagging him good.
Yeah,
so,
his striking was clean as fuck, man.
It was clean.
Yeah, he got that knockout for you, so you cashed in on that. And we crushed the Platinum Hammer Parlay. We posted that on the Patreon for all of our Platinum members there. It's only $5 a month, so be sure to join that. That's going to make you guys a lot of money for only $5 a month. And we already have this week's Platinum Hammer out there, Loaf, so get out there, join that Patreon page. We're going to post the Platinum Hammer tonight. It's already placed so on Betway Sportsbook. Let's kick it off with this card, Loaf.
Yes, sir. First up, we got Saimon Oliveira versus Daniel Marcos. And
I'm not betting this fight.
I won't be betting it for sure.
Yeah, this is a close one.
Saimon Oliveira is good. I mean, he averages a lot of submissions. Daniel Marcos is also very good. Doesn't get any submissions, though, just knockouts and decisions. But, I mean, he's still 13-0, and it's hard to bet against someone who's undefeated, especially at 13-0. But, yeah, I mean, I'm slightly leaning towards more Saimon Oliveira because he loves those submissions. And, I mean, if Daniel Marcos doesn't have any, he obviously doesn't go to the ground too much.
Yeah.
So, I'd say Saimon Oliveira will lock this one up. He's a great submission artist, so I'm going to go with Saimon Oliveira just for the pick, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Saimon Oliveira, he has 11 submissions, 16 finishes. Has the advantage on the ground, but on the feet, Daniel Marcos from Peru, he's going to have a slight advantage. Very close fight. Definitely don't bet this one. Let's play it smart. We got a lot of good bets ahead.
Next up, we got Josiane Nunes versus Zarah Fairn. And this lines are really wide. Not a lot of value just for win for Josiane Nunes. But, I mean, she is a monster with her hands. Out of her 9 wins, she's got 7 knockouts. So, I mean, I'd probably take her for the knockout. I mean, last time she had a unanimous decision. I think she's due for one, especially against a 6-4. And she got knocked out last time against Felicia Spencer. So, I got to go with Nunes, man. I think she's going to get it done by the KO. Probably won't be too high of a price, honestly, even for the KO. But that's my pick, is Josiane Nunes KO.
Yeah, this is likely the last fight on the contract for Zarah. She's 0-2 in the UFC. She was 6-2 coming in. She had 4 knockout wins, but she's not going to get the knockout against Josiane Nunes. Like Loaf said, she's a powerful striker. She's likely going to get this one done. She's due for it. And I think it'll pay out for you. She's a 120 favorite, so there's not much value there on the money line. So knockout's definitely the play on that one for Josiane Nunes.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Luan Lacerda against Cody Stamann. And this is my dog of the week, Luan Lacerda. He's 350. He has 10 submissions. He's won his last 6 by submission, coming from the LFA. Cody Stamann, he's pretty decent. He's a good wrestler. He averages 3, but I think Lacerda is going to be too good on the ground. He's going to try to pull that submission. I think he gets this one done in the debut, Loaf. It's in Brazil, his hometown. They're going to showcase him here against Cody Stamann. And when I seen 28 for Cody Stamann there, kind of surprised me. I thought it'd be a little bit closer. What do you think on this one, Loaf?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way closer, too. I mean, Cody Stamann, yes, he's good, but I mean, against the Brazilian who has last 6 fights are by submission.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way overpriced. That $350 is a good price. And I'm going to take Lacerda as well. Cody Stamann never really impressed me too much when I watched him fight. And Lacerda looks like he's very good, knows what he's doing on the ground. So I'm going to give it to Lacerda. I mean, he got to a 12-1. He's been doing well. I got to go Lacerda. I'd say by decision since it's his first fight in UFC. Cody Stamann is tough.
He's tough.
So I'm going to go Luan Lacerda by decision.
Next up, we got Warlley Alves against Nicolas Dalby. Warlley Alves is a BJJ black belt. He has lots of good experience. He's fought guys like Usman. He has a win over Colby Covington. I think he gets this one done. Been back and forth, though, Nicolas Dalby. He's durable. He's only lost by a decision, but I feel like Alves might be able to get the finish here. But money line's definitely a good play, 185. Loaf, what are you thinking on this one?
This one I'm going to lean towards more the side of Nicolas Dalby. Nicolas Dalby's really good, a good striker, and he had an impressive win last fight over Claudio Silva. And, he is 38 years old. His time's coming to an end, but I feel like he's going to get this done. There's no way every Brazilian's going to win their fights. So, I think
they might.
Well, maybe, but I got Dalby, man. Dalby's good, hard hands, and I think he'll be able to get this one done by decision. I don't think he'll knock him out, but I think it'll be a decision win for Dalby.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Ismael Bonfim versus Terrance McKinney, and this is another really close one. Ismael Bonfim, brand new to the UFC. He was in Dana White Contender Series, had a good win there, unanimous decision. But, Terrance McKinney's a monster, and Ismael Bonfim lost all 3 of his fights by submission. And Terrance McKinney has quite a few submissions in his tank. So I think I'm going to lean towards more the side of Terrance McKinney. He's very good, really good striker as well. Ismael Bonfim's first fight, he's going to have a little bit of jitters, I think. So I'm going to go Terrance McKinney to get this one done. Probably by a finish. I'm going to say a finish, either a KO or a submission.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% here, Loaf. Terrance McKinney's definitely the play here. 12 first-round finishes, 100% finish rate. I think he gets this one done for sure. Ismael Bonfim, he kind of goes off his game plan. In the Dana White Contender Series, it looked like he could definitely get hit. That was a close fight, went to a decision. I don't know if he really deserved to get in. He kind of got in because his brother was on that same card. His brother's more hyped than he is. Terrance is definitely the play in this one. Don't know if it's going to be in the first round, but I definitely can see him getting the finish in this one for sure.
Next up, we got Shamil Abdurakhimov versus Jailton Almeida. And this one, the price is just ridiculous. You can't really bet on it. You can, but it's just terrible value. Obviously, Jailton Almeida is going to win this, man. For sure, no doubt in my mind, he's going to win this. It would be my lock of the week if it wasn't the biggest underdog on the card. But Jailton Almeida is very good on the feet or even submissions. He's unbelievable. And Shamil has had some problems with the last couple fights. So I got to give it to Jailton Almeida, man. Looks really good in shape, and he looks ready to go. So I got Jailton Almeida to finish this one.
Yeah, Jailton has 7 takedowns, 75% accuracy. Shamil lost his last 3 fights. He lost against Curtis Blades, Chris Dawkins, Sergey Pavlovich, got finished in all of them. Jailton's a beast, man. He's definitely going to get this one done by finish. He has a lot of first-round finishes. He's definitely the play here, but like Lowe said, 110, you definitely can't bet that. Shamil's the biggest friggin' underdog on this card.
Next up, we got my lock of the week, Gabriel Bonfim versus Mounir Lazzez, and I'm obviously going Bonfim, man. This guy is a monster, 100% takedown accuracy. His striking is unbelievable. Won his Dana White Contender Series in a round 1 submission, and Mounir Lazzez, he is also good. Bet Anjay Lusa, who did knock out AJ Fletcher, but I got to go with Bonfim, man. He's a monster, and definitely my lock of the week. So I'm going to take him probably by finish. I think he's going to find that finish because he has a 100% finish rate, and I'm going to get him for finish for sure.
Yeah, 3 knockouts, 10 submissions, 6 in the first round for Bonfim. I definitely think he's a little bit better than his brother. He's definitely a lock. I agree with you, Loaf. You're bound to be 6 in a row. Mounir Lazzez, he's pretty good. They're not counting him out at 240. He has a 71% takedown defense, but Bonfim, he's definitely going to find the takedown in this fight. Yeah. He's an animal. And in the Dana White Contender Series, that submission by shoulder choke, that was impressive.
That was really impressive.
Yeah. So submission, definitely you can load up on that one for Bonfim. I'm leaning submission in this one over knockout because Mounir Lazzez does have good hands. He's pretty good on the feet.
Next up, we got Thiago Moises versus Melquizael Costa. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And for this one, I got Thiago Moises. He's fought really high-level people. He only loses to high-level people.
Makachev.
So, yeah. And
Ismagulov, Dariush.
Yeah. High level.
Yeah.
So, Costa, I just can't see him winning.
Coming from the LFA.
It's definitely priced right. Cristana Giagos was a sub last time for Thiago, so I'm going to give it to Thiago to get this one done. I don't know how it's going to finish, but I'm just going to take him just to win, $1.30.
He could get that submission. His last fight, he got that one in round 1 against Christos Giagos. Costa, coming from the LFA, not much high-level experience like Thiago Moises. Moises is definitely the play here. He gets this one done, 130. You could tag it in a couple parlays. It definitely hits. Moises is a good favorite on this card. Another Brazilian. And next up, we got Gregory Robocop Rodriguez against Bruno Vieira. His debut coming off the Dana White Contender Series win. 100% finish rate, 100% takedown defense. Both these guys have a 100% takedown defense, Love. Yeah. But I'm going to side with Robocop. Better UFC experience. And, yeah, his hands are heavy. He has a good chin. He proved it in his last one against Cheedy. Bang, bang. What do you think on this one?
Oh, easily Rodriguez.
Going to be a tough test, though.
I mean, if Rodriguez didn't get finished from Cheedy in that knee to the face when he split his head open, I mean, I don't think he's going to get finished.
That cut was brutal.
He's an absolute monster. He's different. So I got to go with Gregory Rodriguez to get this finish, I'd say. And, I mean, he's 6'3" against a 5'10", 75 reach. He has a 3-inch reach advantage. I got to give it to Rodriguez. Looks a lot bigger, a lot more in shape, and he's always ready to bang it out. So I got to go Gregory Rodriguez to get this done by KO, TKO.
Next up, we got the legend Shogun Rua against Ihor Pretoria. Pretty new to the UFC. Lost his first one to Nikolai Negumereanu by knockout. I'm kind of thinking Shogun Rua might find the knockout. He has 21 of them. He's an underdog, though, 275. Didn't look great in his last two. Ovin St. Peru was a split decision loss. But I think he might bounce back in Brazil. Loaf, get that knockout. He has 21 of them. He's a legend, man. 41 years old. If he's going to get it done, nails the time in Brazil. What do you think?
I'm going to have to disagree on this one. I'm going to go with Ihor Pretoria. I mean, yeah, he did get beat by Nikolai Nurmagomedov, but Nikolai is very good striker. And Ihor, before that, he was on fire, man. So I got to go with Ihor Pretoria. I mean, his hands are rock solid. And a lot younger of a guy. I think he's hungrier. So I got to go with Ihor Pretoria to get this one done. Next up, we got Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker. And this is going to be my underdog of the week. Paul Craig, very good. I mean, he bet Nikita Krylov by submission. Nikita Krylov is no joke. High level. And he beat Magomed Ankalaev as well. He beats high-level people. He's able to pull those...
Shogun Rua.
Yeah, he's able to pull those wins out, man. He bet Jamal Hill as well.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's
going for the title.
He's very good.
On this card.
Walker is kind of back and forth. I mean, he is flashy. He kind of throws himself out a bit, I think. And he has a weak chin. And
very weak chin.
And he did win his last one by sub to Ion Cutelaba, but Paul Craig's no Ion Cutelaba. Paul Craig is a very good submission artist. So I got to give it done to Paul Craig. I think Paul Craig's going to get it done. I'd take that 240 all day long. Yeah,
agree with you 100%. I think Paul Craig gets it done on the ground, submission. Johnny Walker coming off that submission win, so if he tries to go to the ground, it's going to be a big mistake. Paul Craig's going to lock in that submission as he did to other guys, Shogun Rua, Krylov. Synced it in against Jamal Hill, snapped his arm, and then TKO'd him. Ankalaev. Yeah, Paul Craig's a beast. I think he might be on the way to a title shot. Jamal Hill's kind of getting pushed there pretty early. Like I said, Paul Craig has a big win over Jamal Hill. Johnny Walker has a big loss. Paul Craig, this should be a little bit closer to even money. Paul Craig all day as a 240 underdog. Next up, we got Jessica OnlyFans Andrade against Lauren Murphy. And I'm going with Jessica Andrade in this one. Coming off a big submission win in the first round against Amanda Lemos, who's a very good prospect. She has lots of knockouts, lots of submissions. She's only lost to champions or former champions. Can't see her losing this one. What do you think, Lo?
There's nothing more to say. I completely agree. I mean, Lauren Murphy, I mean, she's kind of fought some...
She fought Valentina, but...
Yeah, she is good, you know what I mean? She's got good striking, but I mean, Jessica Andrade is a different beast. A lot of knockouts for women, and she's also good on the ground. Got that sub against Amanda Lemos last time. Amanda Lemos is also high caliber. So I got to give it to Jessica Andrade. I think she's going to come out with a big statement here, and she's going to get it done 100%.
100%.
Next up, we got Gilbert Burns and Neil Magny. And this one, man, I mean, the stats are close as hell. Neil Magny has been doing good his last couple.
The odds aren't close, though.
No. His only recent one I remember is Shavkat he lost to, and Shavkat's high level.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a 9-inch reach advantage against Burns and a 5-inch height advantage. I mean, he's a lot longer, a lot taller. But I can't see him losing to... I mean, I can't see him winning against Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns, against his fight against Chimaev, almost won it. And Chimaev is a different animal. So I got to give it to Burns, man. Burns is strong. He's really good on the ground. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So I got to give it to Burns. And I'm going to say it will be a finish for Burns. Burns got quite a bit of finishes in the tank. So I'm going to go...
Maybe submission?
Yeah, I can see a sub.
He's 8 submissions, 6 knockouts.
And he with the hands even, he almost knocked out Chimaev. Yeah. I mean, Chimaev, he stumbled him.
Yeah, so. He's still good at the hands, 6 knockouts.
Yeah, so I got to go with Gilbert Burns. No way he's losing in Rio de Janeiro.
No way.
Neil Magny's going to have a tough fight this one, I'd say. So I'm going to go Gilbert Burns to get this done by finish.
Yeah, not much else to add, but Gilbert also fought Usman. That was good experience. He has a lot higher level experience. He has a big win over Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Tyron Woodley. So he can hang with these strikers, Loaf. Yeah. He's going to get this one done. So Gilbert Burns is definitely a safe play. He's the pick here for sure. He's not losing in Brazil, like you said, man. Next up, we got the champion, Davidson Figueiredo, against Brandon Moreno. And I'm going with the champ, Figueiredo. He gets this one done, Loaf. Might be the knockout. His hands looked really good in the last fight. His takedown defense is very good. Can't see him getting submitted again. This is the 4th time these guys are fighting, though, man. Tough bet in this one. Anything can happen, but I'm going Figueiredo. I think I'm going to put money on it, 183. He gets it done in Brazil, Loaf. What do you think? Can you back me?
Yeah, I also agree. I honestly think he's even going to find that knockout in Brazil. In his home country, I mean, he had 3 knockdowns against Moreno in his last fights. He obviously has hard hands. That's why Moreno went to the ground so much with him, trying to get that sub. So I got to give it to Figueiredo, man. I mean, they fought 3 times before. Figueiredo obviously knows his game plan now. Moreno also knows Figueiredo's game plan, but I mean, Fig on the feet is a monster. His hands are rocks for flyweight. So I got to give it to Deiveson Figueiredo, probably by a KO. I think it's going to get a KO in his home country. Next up, we got the main event. Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill.
My lock of the week, Glover Teixeira.
Yes, sir. And I'm going Glover too, man. I mean, the guy is a beast for 43. Almost bet Yuri Prochazka. Had more strikes than Yuri. He obviously can stand on the feet and bang with people. And I mean, he bet Jan Blachowicz by sub. Jan Blachowicz was the champion. So I got to give it to Glover, man. Jamal Hill's just not there yet. He can't face one of these guys, I don't think. And he got submitted by Paul Craig. If he gets submitted by Paul Craig, or no, sorry, he didn't get submitted.
TKO.
Yeah, but if you lose to Paul Craig, you're going to lose to Glover, man. Glover is a monster. Trains with Alex Pereira, and I got to give it to Glover. He's going to get that belt back. So Glover Teixeira is my play. Probably, I'm going to say by finish. Glover Teixeira has a lot of finishes, huge amount.
18 knockouts, 10 submissions.
Yeah,
and that's why he's my lock of the week, Loaf. Like you said, everything you said on the point. He's getting that belt back in Brazil too.
Yeah.
This is a tough fight for Jamal Hill, man. Like, they're pushing him pretty early. He only fought Santos and Johnny Walker. Those guys aren't that high level. Like you said, Paul Craig beat him. Why isn't Paul Craig here? I don't know. Probably because Jamal Hill is going to sell more pay-per-views, but I'm going to take 195, lock of the week, Glover Teixeira. Let's lock it in.
He's going to get that finish, I'd say, too. I can't see him not finishing Jamal Hill. Yeah, 5 rounds, I can't see it.
And on the Patreon page, I also have a single bet for Glover Teixeira to get that finish. So that's a little treat right now for you. Stay tuned for the Friday show. We have some parlays and parfaits in that. But next, locks and dogs of the week. Who you got, Loaf?
Well, my lock's going to be Gabriel Bonfim for sure. Bonfim, great stats on him. I mean, in his Dana White Contender Series fight was probably one of the most impressive I've ever seen. His hands were hard, and when he got him to the ground, he was able to just reef on his neck with his shoulder and tap him out. And you don't see those too often. So I'm going to go with Gabriel Bonfim for sure for my lock of the week to make it 6.
Make it 6. You started off with Miles Johns. Then you had Sergey Pavlovich, Ilya Topuria, Rinat Fakhretdinov, Javid Bastrat. You're fucking killing it, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're absolutely crushing it. If you guys are putting money on this, you guys are walking away with a lot of money. And I can't see you losing this weekend with Gabriel Bonfim. He's the real fucking deal. My lock of the week, like I just said, Glover Teixeira. Loaf, after Roman Kopilov's big win, who you got this week? The people want to know.
I got Paul Craig. Paul Craig's going to be my pick, and I can't see him not getting this done, man. I mean, Johnny Walker, yes, he's good, but he tries to be flashy, and that's where his problem is. And I feel like Paul Craig's definitely going to take advantage of that, shoot for a takedown, get him down there. And if you go to the ground with Paul Craig, I don't think you're getting up if you're Johnny Walker. So Paul Craig for sure is the play. I'd say it's going to be by submission as well. That's my dog of the week.
Yeah, I love that play there. Let's smash the dog. Dog of the week, I think that's hitting. And my dog of the week, we got Luan Lacerda, 12-1, 10 submissions. I think he's going to be the real deal, Loaf. I think he's going to beat Cody Stamann in impressive fashion in Brazil, probably by finish. Might put a little sprinkle on the submission there. So stay tuned for the final picks and bets, post-weigh-in face-off show. We're going to have the parlays and parfaits in there for you. Don't forget, smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support, man.
Let's get some money this weekend.